When you fail, it hurts. One of my most recent failures was when I was in the district semifinals for the CHS soccer team. That game was one of the most important things we dealt with throughout the season. That day alone, the whole team met in the morning and stayed together until the game started. We did anything that day as long as we were together. Having this time before the game helped us prepare and helped us grow closer. When it came time for the game, we gave it our all and still had mistakes, but everyone does. The mistakes, however, are what led to us failing. We were winning the majority of the game until Lincoln came back and tied us. That led to us exhausting ourselves and pushing all the way through into overtime, and then finally to penalties. We lost 4-2 on the penalties against Lincoln. That was one of the hardest feelings I've ever gone through when it came to sports, knowing I pushed myself but we still failed. Throughout my life, many things have made me into the person I am. There are 3 things, however, I feel that have changed me the most into who I am today. These things have affected different aspects of my life, but all have changed me somehow. These things being my soccer cleats, my Bible, and my family. Throughout my life, I used my soccer cleats as a good representation to show how soccer in general changed my life and how I do things. Soccer was the first sport ever I started playing competitively. I played many sports before, but none of them ever clicked like soccer did, and when I joined that competitive team, it just felt like that competitive level, or that is the sport I should stick with. One thing I learned really quickly from the competitive level is that there is much more structure involved and the coaches wanted more out of you. Discipline became a big thing that was talked about throughout all of my teams. We needed to have discipline to listen and push ourselves wherever what came our way. I took this to heart and used my discipline the best I could. Having this discipline helped me fight through hard moments on and off the field no matter what it was, and 9 times out of 10, I would end with the outcome I was expected to have or the one I wanted. My Bible is also one thing that does a good job of representing another aspect of my life. I've been around Christianity my whole life. Nothing about it ever felt off. When I was younger, I didn't necessarily fully grasp loving God, but I still believed I should. When I was older, I got more invested in learning about Him and what He has done for us. Having a Bible helps me grow closer to God and lets me learn about what He has to say. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Knowing this has brought me better understanding of how to be with people. Loving people as you are shows a kindness and grace that is amazing for everyone to go through. You would never want to treat yourself poorly, so why treat others that way? Knowing that God always was kind to me just helps me lift myself to a better place. God in my life in general has just led me gaining better morals. Following and listening to how God wants you to live has created a better life for me and has helped me try and create better lives for the people around me. The last thing that has made me the person I am today is my family. My family is always near me, so I inherit a lot from them. Many of the little things my parents do, I also do. For me, my parents have always been great role models. They have had a great standard of what they think and know I can do, and which has pushed me to do better. And they always have amazing principles to live, which I have brought into my life. I have learned some of these things throughout just everyday life from them, but some have come from random fun experiences we've had together. Even if it's not too big, my parents have always found a way to go somewhere or do something with me and my sister, and it has always led to a great time. It has just grown us closer together and given me some of the most fun things I have ever got to do. I know they do these things just because they think, or maybe because they think they should because I'm their kid, but I really think it's just because they love showing me their love for me. They do an amazing job at showing the family around us their love, even though sometimes it's slightly odd. They just brought me to a better understanding of how to love someone and treat them right. Overall, failure is a hard thing to deal with, and many people struggle to deal with failure. You can, however, overcome it. For me, these things have helped me take failure and use it to move forward and become better. My discipline has made me not struggle with the initial feeling as bad. My kindness and love has helped me lift the people around me who had to deal with the failure too. Then my determination helped me to overcome and push past the failure to get better. The next time I have a chance to do it again, I'll make sure I am even more prepared and ensure that I will not fail.